Reason for the recent optimism on Wall Street is the expectations that billions of dollars will ultimately be spent on fixing America's aging infrastructure. That includes dozens of airports that are overcrowded, inefficient, and in need of being either renovated or replaced. In Salt Lake City, they're already building a new one. Phil Lebeau takes a look at the long runway from approving a new airport to getting it up in the air.
Fly into Salt Lake City and you'll find an airport that looks far better than others in America. But underneath, it is straining, handling twice as many passengers as it was designed for when it was built in 1961. So right next to old terminals, Salt Lake is building an all-new airport. The cost? $2.9 billion.
There's the planning process, there's an environmental process you have to go through, there's a procurement process you have to go through, and then there's the actual construction process you have to go through. And in many cases, airports particularly, you end up building on the same footprint you're occupying. So oftentimes you're trying to remodel you're trying to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
Phase 1 of Salt Lake's new airport won't be done until 2020. When it's completely finished in 2023, even more people will fly into Utah's capital. Fact is, the number of people flying in the U.S. keeps soaring. There are more flights, more congestion, and more talk that fixing America's airports will have to include alleviating traffic jams on the tarmac.
There's a huge amount of money that's needed to invest in airport terminals, but also on the runways. We need more runways because a great terminal isn't great if you can't land or take off.
It's estimated fixing all of America's airports could cost up to $75 billion, more money than what Congress is likely to authorize. So airlines like Delta are stepping up. It's investing in new terminals, including at its hub here in Salt Lake City.
Security, gate boarding, check-in will all be completely revamped and offered in a way that reduces stress, reduces variability, and creates a more service-oriented and less stressful experience.
An investment in the future of travel as more Americans than ever take to the sky. Phil Lebeau, Nightly Business Report, Salt Lake City.
And that's